Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check safety, check safety. Check 3.
There we go, going to 53.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Yes, sir.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
44. Mike, 44. In your face. Fofo's and Mike.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 126.
Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Get ready.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Mike, here we go. 980.
Pick it up.
Hey, kill.
He's coming.
47.
Double up. Check.
26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
Run.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch QB drop.
47.
Mike, check 33.
26.
Prescott to throw it, and that'll be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 35. Hayward. Watch the pass.
We're going to 54. 180.
Whip. Watch the whip.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Eyes up, eyes up. Hey!
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80. 26.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Count. 47.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, D-line.
There we go. Going to 53.
Show an A.
26.
Here's Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 35. He runs.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
I'm coming after you.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down.
Ready? 55's Mike. High seven. Here we go. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Murray now on first down.
Check three.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the boot. Under 10. Gun. 10. Hey, check my 26.
They run on first down with Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Here we go. Trip. We got trips. We got 3.
Check 4. Yeah, that's what I do.
Here we go. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, he dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. Get out there.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Mike, check 33.
Here we go, 46.
Baby. Woo! Hey, check Mike. Fast. Mike 33.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
59, Mike to 59.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That's it, baby.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Under.
Motion.
Here we go, 47.
Check Mike 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
35, Mike 35. It's our,
We're going to 53.
it's our field. Hey, it's our house. Deuce.
26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
For the field goal, a 36-yard.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Come on, let's go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Murray.
Watch Twit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
So we got man. He's checking.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Double tight. 4 down. Alert. 13, 13, fellas, 13. Watch 13. Watch the edge.
26.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Mike 33.
Bound to lose one. Tight end left, tight end left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Yeah, baby.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Kill.
Here we go. 47. 26.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, here we go. Wide 8.
59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
26.
Prescott down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Get him, boys.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 8.
6 man. Check curls.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Mike 35.
26.
Now Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Let's go.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Say. Check 3.
Murray now. That ball complete to Isabella. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. Check. Crunch. 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 Check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Pull it together.
Then we're going to 53.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm on.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
Shift.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80. 26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. That's Isabella open on the right side. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
36. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Being chased out left. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's put them on the buses.
Brings up second and 3.
Sponge! No!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Time to go, night. Check your hot reads. They go.
Throwing again on second down. Murray throwing right, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Go. I got it. That's it.
First down, Murray. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, his throw caught at about the 5. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. To throw is Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Rush in. 49, check 49, check 49.
Switch.
Murray now, third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Murray and company going for it on fourth. This is caught. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
Mike is 50.
We're going to 54. Wide eight.
Target. Off. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Tackles.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check. Lucky. Check the backer, check.
They'll try to run forward with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard.
Switch. We're going to 54. Wide eight. 47. Here we go.
They'll run it with Elliott, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Check 37. Check to the
second down, Murray sets to throw. This one caught by Isabella. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Go. Switch.
Shift. Alert 3.
Out.
Now Murray escaping the pressure right. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Don't let him breathe.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isabella. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that group.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, kill.
35's the Mike.
47.
Nowhere. Mike 35.
26.
Prescott from the
That's
gun.
gonna be a long day. That's gonna be a long
And the
day.
throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Strong right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On the double. 55. Check. 55. Mike. High 7. Mike 55. Mike 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey. Fuzz. Switch gears. There you go.
Murray now on first down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
Switch.
Kill.
61.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Alert 3.
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Let's go, baby. Let's
No
go.
reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Prescott to throw this time. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
46. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 Delta.
Kill.
26.
Run for Pollard.
Outside coming.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Your trip ends here.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
47.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check. 3 down.
Mike 35.
Gun.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, kill. Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check. 4 down.
Back to throw it. Murray steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the
Boy,
49-yard line.
59. Let's go. Slam.
26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
You got it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Got it.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the Cowboys